This is breaking news. You have to listen to this because it is going to change everything. Biden just figured out that grocery prices are way too high. That scientific discovery may have been his biggest achievement to date.
One thing that we haven't been able to change yet, and it's starting to change, is that you go to a grocery store, a dozen eggs, a gallon of milk, a pound of bacon, still costs more than it did before the pandemic. That's a lot of money for people. It's taken time to change that. So there's reason for frustration, but there's gigantic change been made.
Grocery store prices are high, but change will be made. What a big brain quote. It kind of reminds me of when Kamala Harris said, "I will build 4 million new houses." Nice. Good for you, Kamala. Fantastic plan. 10 out of 10. But not only is Biden figuring out the grocery store situation, but he's figuring out that politicians shouldn't be able to profit off of the American people. The only problem is, didn't he make his family rich off of other countries?
I don't know how you look your constituents in the eye and know because the job they gave you an inside track to make more money.
Somehow it didn't cross his mind that his son made $11 million for being an attorney and a board member off of a Ukrainian firm while Biden was in office, and $4.8 million from a Chinese energy conglomerate. Well, that's a little bit awkward.
I think we're going to have a comeuppance now. We have a real contrast to be made. What I did in 4 years, what's going to happen in the next 4 years.
Well, that didn't make any sense as usual, but I think what he's saying is the success that will happen under the Trump administration will be because of the Biden administration. Yeah, that's funny. He's already trying to take credit for everything Trump does. But Biden is still president. Therefore, he can still do great things for the American people. Let's see what he wants to do.
Is there one thing that you're hoping to get done?
Well, there's a couple things I want to get done. And for example, we're in a situation right now where we should be providing for the funding to make a transition to deal with some of the issues that relate to women's issues.
What is it legitimately that the government can do for women's issues? I want to know, feminists, please tell me. But try to tell me without talking about removing merit. Nothing needs to be forced 50-50 because we can get into that conversation about the draft and laborious jobs that women don't want to work. And try not to mention ripping a baby out of mother when talking about women's issues. But I have a feeling you're going to all have a hard time doing that.